Lieutenant William Calley is a name that evokes strong emotions in many people. Some view him as a cold-blooded killer, while others believe he was a scapegoat for a larger, more complicated war. Regardless of one's stance on the events that took place at My Lai, Vietnam, William Laws Calley Jr. was born on June 8, 1943, in Miami, Florida. He was the oldest of 3 children and grew up in a middle-class family. After graduating from high school, Calley attended Palm Beach Junior College before enlisting in the United States Army in 1964. Calley was a troubled soldier from the start. He struggled to follow orders and was often insubordinate. Despite his difficulties, he was promoted to the rank of second lieutenant and sent to Vietnam in 1968. It was on March 16, 1968, that Calley's name became synonymous with one of the most notorious war crimes in history. As leader of Charlie Company, Calley and his men were ordered to conduct a search and destroy mission in the village of My Lai. What followed was a massacre of unarmed Vietnamese civilians, including women, children, and elderly men. Calley claimed that he was following orders when he led his men into My Lai, but the truth of the matter is more complex. Many of the soldiers under Calley's command had been traumatized by previous battles and were looking for revenge. The orders they received were vague and left much room for interpretation. After the My Lai massacre, Calley was put on trial for war crimes. He was eventually found guilty of the murder of 22 Vietnamese civilians and sentenced to life in prison. However, his sentence was controversial, and many Americans believed that Calley was a victim of the government's attempt to scapegoat someone for the larger failures of the war. Calley's sentence was eventually reduced to 20 years, and he served just 3.5 years under house arrest before being released. He returned to civilian life, where he faced considerable backlash from those who believed he had gotten off too lightly. Calley has largely remained out of the public eye since his release, but his name continues to be associated with one of the darkest moments in American military history. Whether he was a cold-blooded killer or a scapegoat for a larger failure is a matter of debate, but there is no denying that his story is a cautionary tale of the horrors of war and the moral ambiguities that come with it.